Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Today, what we are going to do now? We are going to start with the multi-factor authentication. Now tell me, what is a multi-factor authentication, guys? In a normal, for example, like a definition or something like that. Or it's a second level authentication. It's a second level authentication. Second level of authentication means what kind of a different types should be there actually. Kind of Face ID, Touch ID. Nowadays, we are all having our mobile phones, right? Based on the mobile phone, we will be having the like. We will be doing some kind of a sending a one-time passcode to your mobile phone or some kind of a pop-up in your mobile phone, actually, right? That is the multi-factor authentication, basically push notification like that, right? Now the same thing, we are going to do it in our configuration also. Actually, in PingFederate, it will support the multi-factor authentication. We'll be using the Cisco Duo actually. That is the Cisco Duo. Cisco Duo is nothing bad. That is known as T, like a Duo adapter actually. Basically, for example, Duo means it's like one kind of one of the third party mechanism actually. We can able to register in Cisco Duo. And then we can able to get a license for 30 days. We can able to connect with PingFederate to enable the multi-factor authentication. PingFederate. You need to definitely have a third-party tool to enable the MFA actually. That is, Cisco is one of the example actually. We can able to do that. Let's do. Can you open a Chrome browser? Here, obviously based on the adapter only, we will be using the multi-factor authentication. Now open another tab. Type Cisco space do space login. Cisco space do space login. Is it correct? Yes, that's correct. Cisco, do click on the first link. It's a multi-factor authentication tool. It's a third-party tool. It's a cloud-based tool. There is no installation required. In the top right corner, there is a free trial right. Use the free trial. You use the email address. Use your Gmail address. This is first name, last name. You can give your. That's fine. Anything you can give. That's not a total problem. We are just doing it for just a normal training purpose, right? It should be email, right? Business email. No normal, your Gmail address also you can give. This is not that much there is no restriction at all actually. You can you can accept the. No, that's not a total problem. You just have to click on Start my free trial. Oh, is that it? It's asking for number. Can you provide a valid number? Just put anything actually. Start my free trial now. Now is it having only a digit character? Please use a valid phone number. I think it's asking for a mandatory one. Did you get the mail for verification? I'm just setting my password in my mobile. Once you set up the password right, you can try to log in here itself. Actually, you can able to get it for 30 days. Multi-Factor Authentication in PingFederate, right? That's based on the organization only. Certain organization, they might ask for it. Certain organization, they will ignore it actually. If the applications generally where we will be using it, right? We'll be using it on the externally faced application. If the application is accessible from the over the internet, right? Like a public Wi-Fi or something. In that case, we will be using the MFA, but not inside the organization network. Actually, it will ask for MFA there actually. Just skip it. And then I think I'm asking for a pass key to mobile app phone number. I'll just put phone number. You can skip it. Is there any option to skip it actually? It is asking to continue. And just put your mobile number. That's all. We don't need to install it now. I'm getting a QR code now. No. Go back. Go back. Is there any option? Remind me later or skip in the bottom. It should be there. Don't have a smartphone. Skip for now. Skip for actually. Then verify a phone number. It is giving some text me. It will ask for your mobile number actually. Actually, that is logging only for the admin console. We don't do much things. We don't need to do much things on there actually. It just gave me a passcode. I've just entered it. I've just received some OTP from the Edio. No, just type it there. It's a video mobile for Rachel. You need to complete the registration there. But I did not get any response back after giving that code. No, it will take some time. Just you need to submit it. Is there any option to submit? I've submitted, but then it was a blank space. Maybe can I just log in one more time here? Open another tab. Just type Cisco, do a login. You can log in with the email address and password. In the top right hand side corner, admin login. Can you put your email address here? And then can you use the password which you have? Sorry, can you use the password which you created? It's sending the password. Did you receive the password in the mobile phone? If it is, you can provide the password there. Good. Great. Now it logged into the application actually. This is fine. if you could see right. If you could see right, client ID, client secret API post in these three details. We need to copy paste it manually into the PingFederate. Actually, that is inside the adapter. Based on this, the configuration will get enabled. Now, can you go back to the PingFederate? Now here, as of now, I don't think the Cisco Do adapter will be there. Just create a new instance. Can you check Cisco Do is there or not? If it is not there, we can download it. Now wait for it, that's fine. I think it's not there actually. Anyways, that's fine. Open another tab. Let's download it. Just type PingFederate space downloads. Go to the PingFederate downloads page. Here ons. Now here add-ons. Here in the left hand side, that is a Cisco Do integration kit, right? The next one, Do security integration. No, not the old version. The new version 3.1. That is the one. Can you click on that one? Just click on support. And then I have given you one username and password, right? You can use that one. Still, the Zoho mail is not working for you guys actually. Let me try. No, not here. No, that's fine. We can do it later actually. You can do it offline. Maybe just try it on Monday or something like that. I'm not a robot. Sign on now. Great. Well, again, it is going back to that support page. Actually, that's totally weird. No, let it get load actually. Open another tab. Now just go back to the same app in the right space. Downloads again. The security integration kit. Can you go back to that folder? You need to extract it first. No, possible. Let's extract it. Oh well, it is not completed. Pay and just paste it. No, it's not yet downloaded. Actually, just wait for it to get longer. Short completed. This is done. Now copy paste it. Go back. Right click extract here. Why it's taking a lot of time to extract it? Let it get, just let it complete. Is it done? No, it is now, it is done. 100% good. Open this one. Open the distribution. Now open the PingFabric. Now see the path. Actually, PingFabric server default. They are. Copy this one. You need to paste it in the same PingFabric server default and deploy. Where did we have installed the PingFabric? I think it is there in the which folder C3, right? Put it there in the server default. Deploy, paste it. There is one more folder was there. One more file was there, right? Like in the same thing. There is one more. Can you go back one step? Library. Can you open this one? Don't. Just wait for it. It's like 79, right? Check the name first. Don't copy. Can you go back to the same one? Actually, default library. And check this file is already there. If this file should be there. Because we have downloaded the latest version of the PingFabric only. Not here. No, not here. You need to go back one step, default library, under the default library. No, you're searching it in this one Cisco Duo. Actually, library. Here are PFIF and Ocean. PFIF and Ocean. iOcean. It's already there. Let it be. Let it get there. That's fine. Now can you go back to the services and restart the service for the PingFabric? If I do something in the backend, we need to restart the service. Actually, can you go back and refresh the console? Yes, just wait for it to get load. Actually, that's for here. It's taking a lot of time to load. Now can you go back to the authentication and IP adapters? Now let's create a Cisco adapter. Sorry now. Only you restarted, right? It will take some time to load. Actually, it makes sense. Create a new instance. Do a security adapter. This is the next adapter we are going to see in sales name as you can put Cisco Duo. Just put Cisco Duo M of a not that much kind of a naming convention. We don't require. Now click on next. Now here the client enter client secret. Those details are there, right? Copy one by one. Just make sure there is no space and all. It's a simple step only. To to have enabled the MEM of a multi-factor authentication, that Zoom meeting. It's like that pop-up it's going on. It's actually hiding the browser exactly. It's kind of irritating one. Now the failure mode is there, right? The failure mode is secure or safe actually. For example, the Cisco door, right? We are not managing it. Actually, it's a third-party service, right? It's a service. We will be purchasing it from the Cisco do actually. And then that kind of a server also. We are not managing it, right? Here PingFed. That means we are installing the PingFed, right? Right? We are managing it. If the PingFed is not working, we need to take care of it. But if Cisco do, right? We are not going to manage the Cisco door, right? There will be a separate Cisco door. The vendor will be there and they will be using that one, right? For example, the Cisco door. It's a cloud system only. It will be hosted on the Cisco cloud. If that cloud is not available, if that cloud is not, for example, if that application is not reachable means, then Cisco door will get failed. Actually, when Cisco door is getting failed, means then all the MFA, when we enable everyone, will get failed, right? For example, MIF will be enabled for all the users only, right? If MFA adapter is not reachable, means what will happen? All the users cannot be able to log in into the application itself, right? Everyone, it's a global impact. Actually, they will raise the issues actually, but we cannot be able to check it actually. We need to wait for the official confirmation from the Cisco door. I will share my personal experience on this one. Actually, it's been, I think, 2019. I think it's pre-COVID and all. What happened? Right? We were having the Cisco do adapter only. What happened? This Cisco do service suddenly not reachable. Everyone, first factor authentication will happen usually when password authentication is fine whenever it is redirected to the MFA adapter, right? It is not able to work. Actually, it is showing site can't be reached on the particular Cisco do page. Actually, in the Cisco do page, site can't be reached. That kind of error displayed actually. If that kind of error display means the users cannot be able to proceed. Even when I try to access it. It's the same thing for me also. Like what happened? This is like a global issue. Lots of users got impacted. Actually, it's like basically the business impact, right? But I cannot be able to do anything on that situation, right? What I can able to do, I can able to send a mail to Cisco do, and they will just replying back. We are working on the issue. We will be solving this kind of issue in a certain time. Actually, but there is an option in Cisco though. That is known as the failure mode. If it is secure, right? Even though the service is not reachable, then all the records will get failed. Actually, all the records will get failed, but there is a safe option. That safe option, right? Even though all the requests got failed, right? It will. If the records got failed, if the service is not reachable, means then based on the first factor, authentication is successful, right? It will allow it. Actually, it will allow the user to log in. Even though the outage happened means there won't be any kind of users will face the issue. Actually, but it will work only on the Cisco do service. Cisco do service. Like it won't. Cisco do service is not reachable actually when it is this kind of situation. But this one, right, is not, we won't enable it as safe. Actually, we will be using it only for the secure option. Actually, now can you just scroll up to the top? Here if you could see, right, secure and safe. Right, we were discussing about the security and safe. Secure means even though the service is not reachable, it will reject all the requests. Actually, everyone will get impact. But safe option, right? If the service is not reachable, then it will skip it. It will skip the Cisco do authentication. It will allow the user once the first factor authentication is successful. That is a username and password actually. But this safe option basically will work only for when the service is not reachable. Actually, but generally any kind of application owners or any kind of a client owners, right, they won't accept this kind of a option by default to enable it. Actually, whenever the crisis happened, we can able to enable it because, right during the crisis, only the hackers might try to hack into our request and alright. For example, if it is a global impact, it's a global impact, right, during that time. If the hacker tried to get 100 users, username and password means what happens actually right during that time. If you are skipping the multi-factor authentication, 100 username and password will get hacked. They can able to get into the application, right? That's why the application owners and then the client, right, they won't allow us to enable the safe. What happened right on 2019? The same service we were using it at the time, the Cisco do, was not working. Actually, I asked my client or like the application owner to give an approval to enable the safe option. Actually, but due to the security reasons during that time, right, they didn't enable it. They didn't approve my request. Actually, nearly it went to. I went up to nearly 4 to 400 hours. Actually took the Cisco door to solve the issue. Actually, till then, no one cannot be able to log in into the application. Actually, but still, that happened during the half hours, or half of us means like the, like for example, it was a Euro project. Actually, it was happened on like before our 12 p.m. is actually 12 p.m. It means the time nearly like 8 am, like that 8 am or 8 to 30 am, somewhat like it happened nearly like 4 hours. 8 am to 12 p.m. for their time. Actually, it happened. That's why the impact is there, but editlet we can enable to manageable, but still, if they enable the safe option, right, there won't be any kind of impact during the time we can able to reduce the impact and reduce the, reduce the loss, right, loss diameter. Whatever we are having it, right, the diameter is huge. Actually, it is going to affect many more users whenever the time is getting increased. Right, that's why, but the same thing. It happened like after 6 months. I also actually the same year. At the time they have approved for the safe option, but the issue got solved within like around 30 minutes actually. This kind of things will happen actually, but still, there is an option. If there is a service is not also reachable, there is an option to change it. Actually scroll down, click on next. The most important 3 details: client it, client secret, the host, and that is your all. Basically for any type of MFA adapter. These are the 3 things which needs. It's basically like there will be one more MFA. It's the same thing. Only difference is that here you are passing the value one by one. There, you will be passing the properties. Actually, that will be one kind of a file. You just have to upload the file. That's all, but all the everything, where everything else will stay the same. Actually, the same thing. There also, it's a client, any client, secret the URL only. But there it will be available in a file, like a metadata file. Actually, here you are pasting it manually, that's all. Is it a widely used one, or do we have any other commercial? There is a PingFederate. These are the two me's. We will be using it in 95 to basically 100% of all the application which is using the Ping front drive. Even this supports Face ID, Touch ID and everything is. Even that Face ID. Everything is supporting nowadays actually. It's like, I don't know whether Face ID is available in trial version, but in a subscribe version. It is there actually even in Ping. It is open. When you are, like if you are having iPhone, right, you can able to use it. Click on next. Now here, every time the core contract. Before we have configured 2 adapters, right? In that 2 adapters, we have seen the mandatory contract as a username, right? But here the mandatory contract as subject. What is the difference? Why not username here? Why subject? And because it is after the form login, right? There is no need of selling here. Exact. It's not like there is no need. Actually, it's a need, but it's not a first factor authentication, right? It's not a first factor adapter where it is going to trigger the user to type the username and password. Basically, it is also going to trigger the authentication only, but it is not going to get the username and password, right? Because that is going to done by a different adapter. This one, it's going to trigger the MFA for the existing user. Actually, that is already there, right? That's why it's not a username. We are not going to separately asking for a username again and then enable the MFA for them. It's not going to do that. This is not going to do that one. Whatever the username, it's already authenticated. Right, for that one only we are going to enable the MFA. Actually, that is why here there is no username. It's a subject. But the subject, it won't have any values, right? This will be empty actually, right? You need to pass the value to the subject. Actually, whatever the username is there in the first adapter, right? You need to pass it to the MFA. Then only correctly the MFA adapter will trigger the MFA for that particular user, right? How it is getting it actually even in real time. Also you can able to see, right? Whenever you are doing the transaction, it is sending the exact one-time passcode to your mobile phone, right? It is getting triggered because you are already authenticated inside the net banking. Actually, right, that's why it is exactly sending the message to your auto. Basically, right, the same thing here. The authentication must happen before itself. Actually, then only from that authentication, we are going to pass the username to the subject. Later, the subject will get replaced by the username of an first factor adapter. First factor adapter 3456 means we need to push it to 856 to the subject. Actually, then only the MFA will work. A lot of people will forget it. Actually, this one, we will be doing it. We need to map the username to the subject. We need to pass it. Actually, that is little bit. It's a small step in the PingFederate. Actually, a lot of people might forget actually to do that step. If you forget to do that step, then it won't work. Actually, the MFA, because the Cisco do adapter cannot be able to understand for which user if they need to enable the MFA, right? They won't get it. You need to pass it actually from the first factor adapter to the MFA. That we will also do it. The next step, we will be doing it. Click on next. Similarly, like if you want to extend the content, you can also extend it, but that's not required. Pseudonym is the subject. Click on next. Click on next and save it. That's all. No configure adapter content. We didn't extend anything, right? We are using the subject. We can automatically get it from the adapter itself. Now Cisco Do Adapter has been created. Right now save it. Now if I want to, if I create an adapter, I want to use it in the sample, right? Can you go back to the applications and sales source connection? Let's map it. It will work perfectly with the Salesforce. Actually, authentication source mapping. Scroll down, it's already there. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Authentication source mapping. Map the third adapter. It's the same step you need to do. Click on next. Here the mandatory contact is subject, right? We can choose the same subject. Actually, because the subject obviously we are going to replace with the username only, right? It makes sense. Click on next. Next and done, save it. I think you can directly save it. That's fine. Now we have configured 3 adapters in a single Samuel connection. Actually, it's a huge word. Basically, now we enable the adapter, we configured it a connection, right? But if I want to use the MFA means where we are going to use it. There are 2 ways we can able to use it in the pink front, right? Actually, both of them. We are going to use it in the policies only. But there are 2 ways. Even in interview. Also, right, they will ask question, how will you enable the MIF? Actually, you should not mention the MIF adapter. Actually, it's MIF adapter. Everyone already knows it. How will you enable the MIF inside the pink front? There are 2 ways are there. The first way, both of the way will include the up policy. Only that we cannot be able to ignore that option. There are 2 ways. First way at which point you are going to enable the MIF actually for a single user. At what point? At what point we need to trigger the MFA? We need to trigger it after the successful authentication. Right now, STML or HTTP basic. We need to enable it at the success of each first one product right in policy in success of each adapter. What we have mapped it there. Basically, each of these after done right instead of done on the success of each first factor adapter, you need to map the Cisco, the adapter actually. Then obviously, once the authentication is successful, it will redirect to the MFA adapter. Then failure is done, success is done. Actually, let's do that. This is the first way. In the success of an first factor adapter, we are going to map the MFA adapter. It's a simple one. No, in the directly policy only on condition basis. No, just go to the policies. We will do that. Here, no, don't you need to create any power. We can use the existing one. Can you click on the CEDAR? We can use the CEDAR itself actually. CEDAR is triggering the negative flow. Only right we are given the dummy iPad or something. Right, you expand everything there. Expand on the right hand side. I think you already expanded. That's fine. In the success of each first factor adapter, we are going to map the MFA adapter, remove the success as done and map the MFA adapter there. Cisco Duo, success is done, failure is done. Now, wait. Scroll up a little bit. Here, if the condition is not satisfied, it will trigger the form adapter. You are typing the username and password, it will trigger for 56 and then the password. If it is failed, if you are typing the wrong password, it will stop the authentication there itself. If it is successful, it will redirect the user to the Cisco Duo. But Cisco Duo, where it will get the username right. We didn't enable that option. Right, we need to pass the username to the subject. Right, there is an options right under Cisco Duo. Click on that one. Here, choose a source as adapter HTML and then what? What attribute? We are going to map it. Incoming user ed. Right, we are going to pass the user ed to the Cisco Duo adapter. Actually, is it an HTML form or obviously HTML form only right in the top? Even context also, that could be the user. It would be the same thing. Also, it's a user, but we are going to get it from the username only. Sorry, adapter only. User it authenticated only after the authenticated. Only then only we can able to pass it right. This option, my lot of people will forget it. Actually, this one, now we have enabled it after the success of an prospect adapter. And also we have passed the username to the MFA adapter. That is also done right. Do the same thing for this one also. Actually, it's a simple. It's not like complex kind of a configuration. It's a straightforward configuration only. Understood user aid authentication done. Save it. Whenever there is a chain of adapter, process goes on like the second adapter should take the username from the first level. It's not like that. Actually, only for Cisco though. You are good, you are doing the options. Actually, not for any other because it is interdependent, right? The username is dependent on. It's not a first factor adapter, right? You need to map the username from the first factor adapter to the second factor. Click on done. Can you move the policy to the number 1 in order to use it? We can able to test the Salesforce connection. Save it now. Try the Salesforce connection. Actually, first of all, we didn't enable with the MFA, right? For example, your user is not registered with the MFA, right? First of all, it will ask you to register. Then the MFA will happen. Actually, can you try to access the Salesforce now? Paste it. log in with your identity provider is that the session is not there. I thought the session was there. That's fine. Can you type the username and password now? Oh, it's a 23 It's a 56. Right up for her. I created a user code to encrypt. Got it. Now it will redirect you to the MFA. If you could see, it is redirecting to the Cisco DOVA right now. If you could see, right now. We didn't enable the MFA for your user right. You need to register. Click on next. It is giving some kind of advertisement. Click on next and all. We are using the free services, right? That's why skip for now this device. L tunnel not required. Here, if you could see Duo mobile or phone number, you can able to map it. Maybe you can use the Duo mobile. You have your mobile phone with you right now. It will ask you to provide the mobile number also. Please provide your mobile number. Add it. Yes, it's correct. I mean you need to put yes, it's correct. Now here are you using the like Android mobile or iOS mobile? Just click on next. Actually in your mobile phone, right? Just can you open your UIU? You said you are using the iPhone, right? Can you open your App Store? Open, just type Cisco Duo. There will be green color. App will be there. Once you installed it, right, open the application. You need to scan this QR code. Basically, I have already installed for some other purpose. It is giving both admin enter. Just open the mobile application. Good name. Name, just put training or something. Account linked. Can I just skip or practice now? No, that's fine. You can leave it as it is. Just click on continue here. That's all, that's done. Good. It is showing some kind of, just put skip for now. That's fine. We don't require the security key at all. Log in with Duo, no. Yes, now here it will. Is it giving a pop-up to you? Accept it. This is how you need to register it, and then you can able to log in into the application. Now you could see you already have the access actually, and then you can able to log in into the application now. This is how we can able to enable the MFA for a single, basically for a one or any application. You can able to enable it actually. Now open another tab access. The same sales was again. Actually, first you have registered right now it will automatically redirect to the MFA now, actually, because the session is already there. It will redirect. Or oh, can you log it? Log in, log out and log in again. The session was there actually good time. The username and password now, it will automatically redirect you to the MFA now. If you could see right. This is how we can able to use the Multi-Factor Authentication Adapter actually. This is how we can able to use the Multi-Factor Authentication Adapter. Understood? This is one of the way. What is another way? Even for users like they need to register this. Every time, the first time, right, all the user they need to register. Actually, that's basically like one of the little bit kind of a disadvantage. Also, we can able to say, but that is the process of each MFA. The normal user, they need to register when they are doing it for the first time. But for net banking and all, we won't be registering, right? Even that is there in the back end actually. That is a different kind of a purposes actually. But these are all advanced mechanisms, right? Like net banking, and you're not going to use any third party tool, right? It's inbuilt actually. Here you are going to use the third party tool. It's not like you're using it inside the PingFederation, right? You're installing a different product. You are using the client. That's a different service, right? That you are not going to manage it actually. That's why every time, the first time the users need to register, then only because that will be the better option also. Whenever they are registering, right, that will. Before registering, you cannot be able to do anything. Actually, even they need to have this app also. Yes, exactly. Obviously that is. That is one of the you need to install the mobile application in your mobile phone. That is one of the disadvantages also. Actually, but you can have a mobile number also, like to send. If you don't have the smartphone, right, then you can have the you can have the one-time passcode kind of a mobile number, right? That option is also available. Actually, if it is too much secured means they can able to use the security key also. They can able to assign the security key also. That will be taken care of, actually understood. This is how we can able to enable the MFA for one of the this is one of the way. Actually, that way, like in the first factor authentication adapter, you are mapping the second factor adapter also, right? In the successful first factor adapter, you are mapping the second factor adapter, right? This is one of the way. The same way, the same thing. Instead of doing it in the policy, you can able to do it in different adapter. Actually, that is known as the composite adapter. The composite adapter is nothing but whatever we mentioned, right? HTML plus MFA, these two we will be combining into composite adapters. That means it's a composite, is an hybrid adapter you can able to combine. You can able to combine like more than one adapter into a single adapter. That is known as the composite. Majorly, we'll be using it on the HTML plus Cisco 2 only. Whatever you are doing it on the policy, right? In the success of an first factor adapter, you'll be managing the Cisco DO, and in the options, you need to pass the username of a HTML adapter to them, right? That is a step which we did. Now write in the policies. Instead of doing that one, right, what we are going to do? We are going to put the same step, but in a different way. Actually, can you go back to the PingFed, right? The step what we did. We did it on the HTML plus Cisco, though we did it on the policy, right? Instead of doing it in the policy itself, we are going to combine the HTML plus Cisco DO in the adapter wise. Actually, you are going to merge it. This composite adapter just applies for the HTML and DO or any other adapter, or mostly it will be enabled only for the HTML plus SSO M of a tool only, not for anything else. This composite. Choose the composite adapter in the top and then type the name as composite. The number of adapters is clip on increasing basically, but click on next. Now here, if you could see, right, add a new row to the adapter. You can able to add the two adapters, right? HTML plus Cisco 2 update. Obviously, these are authentication contacts where it is three times. If you type the wrong person, it will get blocked. Now, add a new row to the adapters and now add the MFA adapter. The same thing now. Note, but we need to map. In the policy, You enable the success of an first fact adapter. You map the MFA adapter. But you did one option right in the options of mapping right. Then the same step. We are going to do it. Add a new row to the input user it mapping. Choose the target adapter. What is the attribute name? It's a username, right? Update a click on next. But where this will take into it, will take it from the HTML form adapter. Actually, since this is being set as the construction, exactly, click on next. These are all not required. That's right. Now here there won't be any kind of attribute, right? Why? Because it's not a separate adapter, right? It's a combination of any two adapters, right? We can put the username itself. Actually, it will ultimately take it from the first adapter, but even it is there. Right? By default, it will used to come, but we are still extending the contact as a user here. By default, it is not going to come actually because, it's not a separate adapter. You are combining the two adapters. That's all. Actually, it will be as a empty, but mandatorily, we need to extend one attribute. Actually, that is the username. Choose the username as a pseudonym. Click on next and save it. That's all. Even for that, it will automatically take it from the HTML adapter. Actually, if generally it won't come when you map it, it will automatically take it. Actually, now, can you configure the same thing in the SAL connection, also the Salesforce? Then, in the policy, right, we can able to do the change action. First of all, let's configure it here. Actually, authentication source mapping. Here, I think we have n number of adapters, right? How does it fix up exactly? Because it's based on the selectors and policies only, right? Or it's the idea under the CIDR, previously HTML plus Cisco though. It took the HTML plus Cisco though, actually. Now, here we are going to enable only one actually composite map, a new adapter instance. Choose the composite. Let's click on next username, save it. Now here we are. We have mapped 4 adapters actually. Now in the policy, only it is going to change. Actually, can you go to the authentication and policy, the same CIDR here. Now what we are going to do, expand all. Whatever you did right in this step, HTML plus Cisco do right. This step is already done. Actually, we already did it on the composite. Directly, you can choose the composite adapter there and then success is done, failure is done. That's all. Now tell me which one is easier. Actually here, just just click on expand it. Don't change it on the CHTIP basic. Now tell me which one is easier actually, whether the HTTP, whether first factor adapter. In the success of one first factor adapter, we are choosing no, don't do anything, just cancel it. No, cancel it. Even for this is not required. No, not required. That I mean, obviously, eventually. Yes option is not going to trigger it, right? See that composite adapter is taking the HTML plus MFA. Here why we need to put it at the success of one state basic adapter, we need to put composite right. We don't need that right. Can you remove that HTML form? Choose the composite failure step success system. Now compare both of them. Compare the no and compare the yes option. Right? You can able to see the difference. Both of them is the same case. Here in the bottom, in the success of an first factor adapter, we are doing the MFA adapter. But here that same step. We already did it on the composite adapter itself. Actually right, that is the same. Both of them are same, but we are just doing it in a 2 different manners. Actually, now tell me which one is easier, whether mapping in the success of and each adapter, mapping the MFA adapter is good or like. I mean combining the two adapters into a single composite adapter. That one is good. Actually, which one is good? It's such a reducing the number of steps, exactly, that will reduce the number of steps, and that is also good actually. Composite adapter is the one my personal use also will be the composite adapter. Actually, any organization will be using the same composite adapter. That step is also. But even this is actually going to be kicked by the selector and then come to composed adapter. Exactly based on the selector. Eventually, it's going to fail, right? Because in the sector we have given the dummy if only, it will get failed. It will trigger the composite inside the composite HTML. Then once authentication is done, it will go to the that is the MFA. MFA is successful means that it will go to the salmon response and all. If that any one of them is getting failed means it will done. It will stop the authentication actually. That is what we have mapped it here. Understood the difference. Actually, it's a simple one. It's an easy process. But two different ways actually. Here, generally, we'll be using the composite adapter only. That's the best option to do that. Click on Done and save it. No, save it. Save it first. Now try to do the same thing. Maybe you can try it in a different browser. Mefhentimo form will happen plus Mefa adapter will get triggered. Actually, log out and log in again, but it should be the HTML basic. Why it is HTML here? No, the condition will get failed. Right? It is going to the no option. No means it's composite, right? HTML plus Mefa. But we have given the correct if in the no in the selector. We are given the dummy app, only we didn't give the exact tip. Correct, got it. We changed it right. We tested it the negative 00. Now just type the username and password. It will redirect you to the your Mafia actually authenticate good. This is how we can able to use T. Adapter. Actually, this is one of the MFA. Actually, Cisco door. It will be the same for a like next MFA tool that is known as T, that is known as the PingFederate. Can you go back to the PingFederate, right? Just one question, how long the user session would be active? Here, oh, that is what? 60 minutes and 120. Sorry, 40 to 80 minutes, right? 60 minutes. If you're idle 180 minutes, the application, right? Exactly. It is not going to use the session. But even though the user is on the page or not, if he is not done using, the session would be active for 6 minutes, correct? Yes, exactly. For it. I mean, even though if you are active inside the application continuously, means it will be active actually. It will be active for 480. Now, this is one of the Cisco Do MFA, right? That is one more MFA that is known as the Ping ID MFA. Whatever the same step which we have used, it's the same thing. But like the same step, but here we are going to use the different adapter that is known as the ping ID adapter. Can you go to the authentication and IDP adapters? Click on next. Now here, if you could see right previously, it asks for a client in client secret and an AP. I host teams separately one by one. Here you are going to choose the file actually. But like unfortunately right, the ping1 portal right. If you open another tab, just put ping1 admin portal. They have removed the free services actually. You need to have a proper subscription to use the ping. MFA actually. Now if you could see right. No, you cannot be able to log in actually. It won't work. If you could see right in the bottom sign up also. We cannot do because we need to get the registration code actually. That code is not available actually. I mean that code only. That code only will be available if you have the subscribed version of the PingFederate or any other subscribed version of 3 tools, right? PingFederate. Mostly it's PingFederate actually. If you have the subscribed version of PingFederate, then you can have this portal actually for free itself. Free for 30 days. But here we are using the free solution, right? That's why we cannot be able to go. But that's one. I will be giving you one document actually. In that document, this ping ID adapter will be there in a detailed steps actually, step by step. Whatever the step which we did on Cisco, right? The same step, only difference. The same composite adapter or like a ping ID adapter, we will be using it actually. The same flow in the policies, only we are going to use it. The only difference here, it's like the property file. The client ID, client secret AP, I host name. Here directly. Same only. Inside the property file, it will be the same. Client ID, client secret AP, I host name only. The same information, but there manually we are doing it. Here uploading the file. Here also it's a subject attribute. There also it's a subject attribute actually. There also in the options you need to pass it. Here also in the options you need to pass it actually. Similarly the composite adapter also. It's the same thing. Understood? Read all. But in interview, right, it will have a huge amount of, this is the most important topic actually that the interview. They will definitely ask this question actually. How you can able to enable in MFA? There are two ways, right? You need to mention these two ways. One is in the success of a first fact adapter. You can able to map the MFA adapter basically in the policy. Then, or just another way, combine both of them using the composite and put it there in the policy. That's all. These are the two ways. Definitely they will ask for this one actually. Understood. The policies select us and then the MFA. Like what we are saying. What we are saying, 50% of the training we have completed. Next, we already started the extra features actually today itself. MFA. We have seen the SAML single sign-on, single logout, SAML encryption, Plain text format, single logout by using the application certificate or certificate, then ping fired installation, ping direct installation, the basic operations on the ping direct, the LDAP the LDAP information, the attributes, the group creation, and all we did right. On the ping directive part, the basic operations we did actually. Then what we have did the ping fired installation, how we can able to differentiate the service, and alright, change the service name. Also we have seen. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.